All right, chapter 9, section 7, law of sine and cosine is a lot. I'm going to push to try and give you the formulas for these because, yes, it is a lot of information, but I will let you know by tomorrow if you guys will be able to get the formulas for these or not. But I'll pass back your quizzes to you guys, if not today, if we have time, tomorrow, so you have it to study. All right, area of a triangle. This one's probably the easiest one out of law of sine and cosine. I think law of sine's easy, but we'll see. For these, you have to know what's plugging in, okay? So please look at the diagram that's on here. All right, you have capital A's, lowercase a's. Your capital A's are for your angles. Your capital letters are your angles. And your lowercase letters are your sides. Does everybody understand that? Let's just make sure, see if we understand a part of it. Yes? Do we all see? We know the difference between angles and sides? Yeah. Okay. Area of a triangle. We should know how to find area of a triangle. We know we're dividing our base times height divided by 2, but we're using something else. So look at what I'm highlighting, please. Pay attention to what I'm highlighting. I have my A's right here, and I'm going to try my best to color code it. My B's right here. And then I have my C's. I'm going to do them in purple. Or pink, purple, pink. All right, so we're going to go ahead and solve. There's one example on here. But look at the formulas. These are the rules that we have to use. Sides. I have half BC sine A, half AC sine B. It all depends on what they're giving you. So looking at the example, they're giving me angle A. So if you look back, you guys can look back on your slides. The formula for this one to solve using angle A was area equals, it's the first one, half BC sine A. Why am I using this one again? Because they're giving me my angle A. Do we all see that they're giving you angle A? Yes. Now I have to identify what is side B, what is side C. So again, they're opposite. So I'm going to have, looking at what's highlighted again, here's side A, here's B's, and here are my C's. So I highlighted them. Now I'm going to go ahead and plug in. I have B. What's side B equal? Okay, so I'm going to have 17 times, or we'll keep it in parentheses. What's C? 19. Here's my 19. And then I also have sine. What's my sine? A is going to be 135. And then everything is being divided by 2. So now, plugging it into my calculator. This is the trickiest part, plugging it into your calculator. Please take your calculators out because you have all the information you need, but it all matters. Am I plugging it in correctly or not? Try and plug that in and see what you get. I want you guys to try it first. Answer for this if you plugged it in correctly. Yes, the answer for this, yes, some of you guys got it correct. Angle A is 114.2. You have to round to the nearest 10. How you are plugging it in? You could plug it in as, how did you guys plug it in? Let me ask.
You have to do another parentheses. You have to close the parentheses.
Okay, yes. If you do not close the parentheses on the 135 and you just put divide by 2 without closing it, you're going to get the wrong answer. So please close the parentheses before you plug it in. So 17, you should have plugged in as 17 times 19 sine 135, close parentheses, divided by 2. So what it should look like on your calculator, 17 times, the times gives you like a little star, 19 sine 135, Close your parentheses. A lot of people messed up on that closing the parentheses. Please close the parentheses. Divided by 2, that's going to give you the answer.
Chung, I have a question.
Yes.
How do you know what letter you're trying to find?
This question was just asking specifically for area. So it's not asking for a letter, but the only reason why I used this one is because they were giving me A. I put area.
No, on the bottom you wrote angle A.
Oh, no. This should just be area. I'm sorry. Thank you. This should just be area equals. Yes. How did you do it? How did you do it? Tell me how you...
0.5 times parentheses 17 parentheses 19 sin
Sorry, what?
Shh. Okay, so what he did was he just changed his fraction to a decimal. That's fine, but
yeah.
That's fine.
If you put it at the end though, it gives a different answer.
Yes.
At the beginning.
Yes. Okay, if everybody else got 114.2, good. Okay, this is probably the easier side of it. So again, I'm going to shoot for giving you the formulas, but I'm not guaranteeing that you're going to get them. Okay. All right, law of sine is also pretty easy. Look at how it's given to you. Same thing as before. Okay, think of these as like little proportions. They're all going to be equal, and I have to solve for what's missing. So same thing as before. I'm just going to highlight it so you can see it. You have your A's here, your B's, and your C's. Okay, that should hopefully be like the easiest part. Okay, look how it's set up again. Yes, you can flip these, and I'm going to show you what way you can use them. Okay, why are they flipped? How can I use it flipped? And I'm going to show you kind of using both of them on the notes. So, looking at this question, they want me to find not only my side, my missing side, so that AC side right here, I have to find this angle and this angle. So I have to find all my information for this. So, using what they gave me, what do I have that I can use? What are they giving me that I have both sides and angles? So again, I'm going to highlight. I have my A's in blue. Here are my A's. My B, I'm missing my B side, and I'm missing my C angle. So look at how I'm using this.
How do you not have your C?
Okay, what do you not understand? Mia?
How do you not have your C?
My C angle. I have my C side, but I'm missing sides and angles, so I'll zoom in. Okay, so what am I missing? I'm missing this angle for C. Right here, if it lets me draw it. Right here. I'm missing this angle, and then I'm missing this side. Okay, so do we see what we're missing? I'm going to try and find those. So I'm going to use law of sine. So I'm going to first find angle C, okay? The easiest ones to find are the angles, because then you just have to, triangle equals 180, just subtract from 180. So it should be pretty easy. So I'm going to find side angle C. Or you could have found angle B, but I'm going to do C because Miss Chung, C. Okay, we got it. All right, so how I'm solving it, how I'm using law of sine. First, I'm going to set it up as sine 51 over 18. Why am I using 51 and 18? Because those are both my A's, and that's both side and angle is given to me. Okay, do we get that so far? Okay. It's sine 51 because it's the angle over the side.
Why are you putting the angle over it?
You always put the angle?
Okay, so you can do it both ways, and I'm going to show you. I'm just doing it this way first because I'm solving for my angle. I want my variable, I want what I'm trying to find on the top. That's me personally, I want it on the top. So I'm going to set it up as sine 51 over 18. Do we see where I'm getting the 51 over 18 from?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to write it out. No, yes, I'm solving for, I'm not done. I haven't set it up yet to solve. I just did half of it. So remember, it's sine A over A.
Are you purposely trying to put them together because they're the same thing?
Sine B over B. Sine C over C. So we'll highlight it so you could know.
Oh, right now you're doing sine A over A.
Okay, I did sine A over A.
Look up to look at the equation and then you
Sine B over B. And then sine C over C. But I'm solving for my C side. So I'm going to set it equal to sine C, because that's what I'm trying to solve, over side C, which is 17.
Why are you doing over?
I want my variable on the top. That's why I put
So
sine
you're
C
making it
over
equal
C.
to it because you're trying to find C.
Yes, so think of it as how we did proportions. We cross multiplied and divided. Okay? So now looking at it. Yes, we could do cross multiply and divide, but I'm going to solve it as, how do I get rid of, I'm trying to get my C by itself. How do I get rid of that 17? Times 17. So why am I putting my 17 on top? Remember, 17 is a whole number. To change a whole number to a fraction, you just put it over 1.
You're not multiplying it on the other side?
I am. I could put a dot here if you want. 17 times sine 51. Okay,
Why are you doing it at the top?
because it's a whole number. How do I get a whole number to a fraction? You just put it over 1. If I were to write it as 17 sine 51 over 18, yeah, I'm still multiplying it, but I could change it like this. Do you see it? That's why I put it on top.
Is that the same thing?
That's the same thing.
Oh.
Yes. I just got rid of the over 1 because it's the same thing. So I'm just going to get rid of this. All right, now I'm solving for my angle. What do you think I have to do? I have sine C. How would I get that C by itself? I'm solving for an angle. What would I have to do? Good. Yes, I have to do the second. So I have to use the inverse of sine to get my C by itself. So look at how I'm plugging it in. I'm trying to get this the C by itself. I'm doing sine, the inverse of sine, which gives you an open parentheses, 17 sine 51. Remember, don't forget to close that parentheses, divided by 18. So go ahead and plug it into your calculator and see what you get. Write it down, and then I'm going to tell you what the answer is. Why did I put sine inverse? Because I'm trying to get C by itself. Remember, when we're solving for the angle, you have to use the inverse of sine. Okay?
You get 47.2.
Good. If you got 47.22, round to the nearest tenth, your answer for angle C. Angle C equals 47.2. Then somewhere you messed up, 47.2 degrees. So now instead of doing all that work for angle B, what do you think I have to do to find angle B? Angle B.
51 plus 47 minus 180.
47.2. Once you get that answer, which is 98.2, do 180 minus 98.2. Angle B equals 81.8 degrees. Good. So I can go ahead and write it here. 81.8. Okay, now that I solved for my angles, I'm still missing one side. You will have a question like this on your test. I'm telling you again, you're getting 3 answers. 3 answers. So, solving for side B. I am going to find a side. So now, instead of me writing my signs on the top, I'm going to flip it and put my sides on the bottom. Okay, so angles were on top, now I'm flipping it. So look how I'm flipping it. I'm still going to use that 18 over sine 51 equals, again, I'm solving for side B. I'm going to show you why. I have B sine 81.8. So now, same thing as I did before. How would I get rid of sine 81.8? Multiply both sides by sine 81.8. I'm going to write it right here. Okay, so instead of me writing it a different way, I always want to get my variable, I want to leave my variable as my numerator. So I can just multiply on both sides. So why am I writing it this way? It's the same thing as if I were to write.
Does it matter if I put the sign 81.8 in front of behind?
I personally would rather put it behind it because I don't want you to get mixed up and say it's...
In the last one.
I would rather, look, okay, why would I put it behind? Because if you're not understanding what you're writing, which on most tests and quizzes, some of you guys, I don't understand what you're writing, and sometimes you don't understand what you're writing yourself. If you put it too close together, you would think it's 81.818 or some large number like that. So I would personally put it like this. Okay, that's just me. Because when I'm plugging it into the calculator, I can just plug it in as 18. I'm going to write it exactly how I'm plugging it in. 18 sine 81.8. Okay, remember there are parentheses, so make sure you close it.
Aren't you finding an angle?
Divided by, I'm finding a side. Remember, we already found our 3 angles. So, sine 51. That's exactly how I'm plugging it in. Plug it into your calculator. 18 sine 81.8 divided by sine 51. And you're going to get B equals what? What are we going to get for B? 22.9. Remember, we're rounding to the nearest tenth. And that is for my side.
Okay, so can you explain now why you did it differently?
Okay, why did I put the 18 on top? Because I just want to get rid of my denominator. So remember when we were doing SOHCAHTOA and you had, let's say, like sine 16 equals 15 over x. Remember how we had that and then we had to do like change and then change it? So instead of me doing that way, I'd rather have my variable as my numerator. So I could just multiply my denominator. So I'd rather just multiply my denominator than have to change and change. You're gonna have to wait. Okay, so I'd rather you guys keep it to where what you're finding is your numerator. I mean, it's up to you, but that's how I would do it. All right, let's go ahead and look at this one. Same thing as before. Okay, if you want to write it out, write them out. You have sine A over A, sine B over B, sine C over C. Okay. Matching what matches. A's are right here. I don't have my A side. B's are right here. And then C's, I don't have anything for my C.
Are those equal signs?
Yes. I'm sorry, the pen was a little funky. All right, what are you going to solve for first? What can you identify that should be the easiest? Angle C.
What?
Why would I find angle C? Because they're already giving me 2 of my 3 angles.
But that's not an angle, it's a side. Oh.
I don't have angle C and I don't have side C. So, what am I looking for? What do I have to
You don't
do?
have sine A either. So why do we solve for?
I'm solving for my angle right now. I'm doing my angles first. I'm going to solve for my angle because it's the easiest to solve for my angle right now. So I'm going to do 180 minus 85 minus 29. And what is that going to give you? 66 degrees.
You also don't have side A, right?
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and find the sides now. I just wanted to find what I can just right off the bat, which would have been the angle. Now I have to find side. I'll write it like this if you want. CB. And then I have to find side AB. Now I have to find my 2 sides. So, plugging it in. Because I want to find my sides, I'm going to make my sides my numerator. So I'm going to go ahead and find CB first. So which sides and angles do I have? I have all the b's, so I'm going to set it up as 9 over sine 85, I'm going to show you why, equals, I don't know, lowercase a over sine 29.
What's lowercase? And which way is lowercase?
Here's my a, here's my c, and here's my b. Remember, they're opposite. I'm trying to find the opposites. All right, so you can cross multiply and divide. What am I multiplying on both sides? Sine 29. Sine 29. Plugging it into your calculator. 9 times sine 29 divided by sine 85. Yes, your answer would be for side CB equals 4.4. All right, now I have to find my last side. Looking at this last side, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm finding a side, so I'm still going to use my b's. I'm still using 9 over sine 85 equals,
So no matter if I'm finding a side or angle, I should always just put the sign, whatever, on the bottom of the fraction? Is that what you're saying?
I'm going to say, if you want to put it this way, that's fine. Okay, and it's still going to work. Equals sine 66 over c. Whichever way, go ahead and solve it. Cross multiply, divide. Regardless of which way you do it, you're still going to get the same answer.
Wait,
C is going to equal what?
wait. Stop. 0.25. What the?
Okay, round to the nearest tenth. 8.3 should be your answer. All right, for this example, I just showed you how to plug it into the calculator so you know you're getting the right answer. All right, go ahead and try and do this example on your own. Find your angle and your missing sides. Go ahead and try and do this one on your own, please. All right, first thing we can find, first thing that's the easiest thing to find is angle A. Okay, remember you have to have angle and a side in order to solve for something. So first thing I can find is this angle right here. How would I solve for angle A? Angle A. All right, 70 plus 80, what would you get? Or sorry, 70 plus 81. 1 what? 51. Then do 180 minus 151, what would you get?
That's 29.
Angle A equals 29. If you got there, great. You got one of the answers. Now you have to solve for your sides. Looking at your sides, I'm going to go ahead and highlight what goes with what. Here are my A's. This is my B angle and B side. And then this is my C angle and C side. Solving for side C. We'll do side C first. I am going to take, we'll do this, some of you guys rather do the sine 29 over 10 equals, I'm solving for sine 81 over, I don't know. Now, same thing as proportions. You cross, now I have to cross multiply. What am I cross multiplying? Same thing as we did proportions, cross multiply it. You can plug it in as sine 29 divided by 10 sine 81. If you plugged it in correctly, side C should have been 20.4. All right, now we're going to go ahead and find sine B. Okay, sine B. I'm going to do the same thing. Sine 29 over 10. 29 over 10 equals sine 70 over, I don't know. Okay, same thing, cross multiply, divide, plugging it in, sine 29, close parentheses, divided by 10 times sine 70. Your answer for this one should have been B equals 19.4. All right, yes, don't plug it in this way because I plugged it in the wrong, I reversed it. So you have to write it as,
Mia's teacher, guys.
yep, thank you, Mia, 10 sine 81 divided by, don't forget to close the parentheses, sine 29. That's the only way it's going to work, not the other way. Please make sure you close the parentheses.
I just devoured that lesson.